Hi, welcome to Mommas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and don't forget to share this with another mama that is looking for some summer fun self-care ideas. As always, we're going to start the episode off with a motivational quote. This week's motivational quote comes from Angela Davis, and it says, "I don't think we have any alternative other than remaining optimistic. Optimism is an absolute necessity, even if it's only optimism of the will." I think this quote is especially great in just today's world where so much negative things are going on, so much negativity is going on. You can choose to look at negative accounts on social media, but I want to make sure you are choosing optimism and positivity. Again, that quote by Angela Davis says, "I don't think we have any alternative other than remaining optimistic. Optimism is an absolute necessity, even if it's only optimism of the will." So think about that. It's not our usual like motivational quote, but I think it is a great quote to make sure you're staying positive, looking on the bright side of things, and using your optimism as a tool instead of a crutch. But guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week's mama time is going to be days 68 to 71 to help us round out the week of our summer fun self-care. Day 68 is visit an arcade. So here in Metro Atlanta, I know an arcade, it's probably been a few years since they've had the arcade games in this particular place, the entertainment center. It is Punch Bowl Social, located in the Battery here in Metro Atlanta. They used to have more, and they probably still do, but they used to have more like traditional games. There's a few places out here like that in Metro Atlanta. Can't think of the name of them. I know we went to one before, but it would be more of, kind of games that aren't that complicated. But I noticed when me and my girls went to the Battery a few weeks ago, they actually had more arcade type games that they didn't have before. I think they had cornhole, and maybe they had like giant Jenga, maybe something like a big version of tic-tac-toe. And then upstairs they have, I think, pool. But I think Punch Bowl Social is a great place to do just different games. This is a great place for date night, or again, if you're looking for like a ladies' night out, Punch Bowl Social is a great place. They're open, I think they open up at noon. I think they're not open early in the morning. So they open more in the afternoon, like early afternoon. So you can definitely take your kids. I don't think they have an age limit earlier in the day, maybe like at the 5 or 6, you have to be a certain age to be in there. So Punch Bowl Social is a great place to visit. Of course, you always have your originals like Dave and Buster's. If you wanted to do something, I mentioned a few episodes ago, the roof at Pont City Market. This is just here in Metro Atlanta. Definitely give some feedback and share what type of arcade places you have here, that you have in your local area. That way, mamas that may live in your area, they'll know where to go, take their kids. Don't forget in your comment, just put, "Hey, this is a great place for kids," or put, "This is a great place for a couple's night. This is a great place for a ladies' night out." That way, other mamas know what the age group actually is. Again, day 68 is visit an arcade. Day 69 is make paper airplanes. It says, and have a flying contest. Your kids will love this, especially if you have competitive kids. I actually still don't know how to make a paper airplane. My husband does. If my girls want to make one, I just have them go ask him. But I do not know how to make a paper airplane. I'm sure it is a Google video, or even probably a video I could look up on TikTok or Instagram or something like that. I don't know how to make a paper airplane. I do know that when we were just mentioning arcades on the last day, some places have where you can do like those foam planes. That may be something that you can get off Amazon. You know, we love Amazon. Let me see. I think my youngest daughter had one, like they had a kind of like a fun day at school when she finished school. Yeah, they do sell. They actually sell the foam planes, like the more complicated ones. But she had one kind of like a what is this called? Like a prize or something like that you may get at a party or something. But they do sell them on Amazon. So if you wanted to do something like that, like if you're like me and you just don't know how to make a paper airplane, it's not going to work and you don't have anyone to make one around you, you could definitely do the foam planes. That's something you can go outside to do maybe early in the morning before it gets really hot or later in the evening to go outside, have a good time, or even take your kids to the park. I think the paper airplane or even the foam planes is a great idea, especially to keep your kids entertained. So that's a really great idea. Next is day 70, play hopscotch. So if you have chalk at home, great idea. If you don't have chalk at home, usually you can catch it like at your big box stores. They have it. If you have a toy store, probably maybe even Five Below has it. But and you know what I just thought about? The Dollar Tree. Now, the Dollar Tree does not have like the thick outside chalk, but in a pinch, if you needed to use just like regular chalk, you can get that from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. So think about that. I think this is something fun. You could do hopscotch. And if you can't remember what hopscotch is the grid. So you do like the line down the middle, lines across. It looks almost like tic-tac-toe, but you have more lines across. And then you could do numbers. And then what you'll end up doing after you do your grid, you find a rock and then you throw the rock. Whatever number it lands on, that's the number you have to skip. So you'll do like one, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Wherever the rock landed, you skip that particular spot on the grid. So that's just to give you a refresher, especially if you have really young kids, like baby kids under 2 years old. You may not have gotten to that hopscotch phase yet. So if you need a reminder, that's what hopscotch is. Also, think of some other games that you can do on the sidewalk or in your driveway. I think that would be fun. And it may be somewhere like in your community where they already have a hopscotch grid already set up, like at a local park or something like that. So that is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very nostalgic, take you back to your childhood. I think your kids will like it. I think this is probably something even boys or girls would like. So think about that. It's going to be fun for you and fun for your kids. It's also a great learning opportunity too. Like if, let's say you wanted to do a grid that had numbers, maybe if you did something like 1 to 10, or if you wanted to do a grid that had the alphabet, maybe you do just like vowels or something like that. Or think of the first few letters of the alphabet. So get creative. It is a great way to have fun, but for your kids, you can also make it educational. Day 71, the round out this week is visit a butterfly garden. So what I thought about when I was doing my research for the episode, close to Metro Atlanta, it's not in Metro Atlanta, it's Callaway Gardens. They actually have a butterfly, it's called, let me see. I just had it pulled up. Oh, then I got rid of it when I looked for my phone plane. Oh no. But they have a butterfly garden at Callaway Gardens. It says at any given time they can have almost 1,000 butterflies in flight. I'm sure it's like a big area because 1,000 butterflies sounds like a lot and it doesn't sound like any fun, but I'm sure it's in a bigger area well contained, and it looks really pretty. Butterfly gardens are pretty, especially in the summertime where you have flowers blooming. So you'll be able to see like butterflies and other pollinators. Really pretty, is really serene, especially if it's in an area where it's somewhere quiet, great lighting, very relaxing. That's something I would highly recommend. Now, if you know an area that may have like wildflowers or other type of flowers where you can see butterflies, let's say you don't have a butterfly garden near you, definitely I would say take advantage of that. That is something great. Kids love butterflies and other type of pollinators. Of course, you don't want to be around something that is going to sting. If you have somebody that's allergic, I wouldn't recommend that. But butterflies are peaceful. They don't sting, they don't bite. So that's something really great to do. That's also visiting a butterfly garden. That's also a great like ladies' night out, or kind of like a midday mama date or something like that, to enjoy yourself with other moms. Or like I've been saying this whole time, if you want to grab a mom with her kids, you guys go on like a mama trip with your kids, do something fun, helps you get out the house, helps your kids get out the house, and you have the ability to talk to an adult, which is always fun, especially if your kids are younger. So days 68 to 71 are 68, visit an arcade. Day 69, make paper airplanes, or you can get the foam airplanes from Amazon. They sell them now. You know what? I can't think of where they sell the foam airplanes, but do your research, see where you can get some. I think it's fun. Take your kids out to the park so they can have somewhere where they can really fly the airplanes with no restrictions. Day 70, play hopscotch. Day 71, visit a butterfly garden. Please, mama, leave a comment. Tag us in your pictures with 100 days of fun self-care. That way we'll know what you are doing over the summer. Of course, follow us on all our Instagrams. Follow us on all of our social media platforms at Mommas and Mannies. We're everywhere. You can listen to your favorite podcast, share it with another mama, download the episodes. We are trying to get more followers to make sure mamas are having their relaxing time to themselves. If you have been listening for the past few weeks, we are doing 100 days of fun self-care. But if you go back on my YouTube channel at Mommas and Mannies, you will see plenty of episodes that are giving you great ideas for relaxation, great ideas for doing things that you can do on your own without your kids. Like, what can you do when you wake up early in the morning? What do you do during that quiet time when your kids are in bed? So check us out, share us, hit the bell for notifications so you know when we come out with new episodes, any reels or anything like that. Leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. And remember, as always, that me time is essential and it is never selfish. Have a great summer.